guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be an organization video. This is the new way I'm going to start storing my dies. I'm using two different sizes of the little sleeves. Okay, so I have two different sizes because some dies are much bigger, like wider, or like there's several in here, and then I have two more bins of these. So first size, these guys, I want to say they advertise as 5x8. They're called job ticket sleeves, but these are vinyl, you guys. So these are them. These are the larger of the two that I have because I used all my little ones. As you can see from this box, it came from the warehouse. It said that the box was damaged. I did see some extra tape, but other than that, all 50 pieces were in here. It was not damaged, and I basically got these for $10 off. So I thought that was a killer deal. I always buy stuff that says damaged, and if you read the description, it usually says like external box damage, minor imperfection on the top of the box. I'm like, who cares about the box? I'm worried about what's inside. So anyway, I got two of those for $10 off. Fits most of the dies that I have. And I pile a bunch up. If I have a bunch of dies, I'm going to use an entire magnetic sheet versus if I have, so for instance, this is just black. It looks just like a magnet, right? It's black, 110-pound cardstock, and I just cut 3 little slivers of magnetic stickers that I bought off of Amazon. And I cut little slivers because it holds all 3, like the entire nesting part of the frame. They're not going anywhere. If you put 1 strip, I'm sure they would start flipping and flopping on there, but I did 3 and I broke it up evenly so that they stay on there very nice and, you know, not moving. And then also these bigger ticket sleeves. I put the packaging, if I save the packaging, because I don't always, sometimes I'm just like happy and I rip it open and I throw the packaging out, not even thinking, but it has plenty of room to put packaging in the back, or double this up. So do this and then put magnets on the back and put your dies on the back. So if you have minimal space, which I do, so I don't know why I'm not doing that, but I would like to flip through and be able to see everything in the front, but you could easily just turn your box around and label it that way as well. So that's always an idea. So these are the bigger ones. These are the smaller ones. Let me try to show you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna line up the left side together and show you the difference. Do you see it looks like seriously like an inch different, and then at the top it's a little bit taller, including like the whole punched part of it that you could technically hang. Okay, so the small ones are the entire, like I measured the entire plastic is 8 3/4 inches by 5.5 inches. So the actual piece of paper or magnet or whatever that you can stick inside is actually right where the plastic edge is 8 inches by 5 1/4 inch. And just for comparison, because I was gonna go with this method, these are they're called the Avery Elle stamp and storage or something that everybody uses. You notice, look at this one. It ripped on the bottom, so like the seam came apart, and then it's super crinkle and folded right here at the lip. But anyway, these are a hair, I mean a hair longer than these vinyl pouches. These are vinyl, these are not plastic. They smell like, if you, not like up in the air smell, but if you smell it with your nose, it smells like that plastic from pool toys. It smells so good to me. I love that. Okay, so this is the small one compared to the Avery Elle. As you can see, this one is a good 1.5 inches taller, like the edge of the plastic. So yeah, that's like size comparison for you guys. And then the bigger one, here, the one that has black everywhere. Here's in comparison to the Avery Elle. I could stick way bigger dies in here. Let me try to find a really big die I have. Okay, here we go. Here's the Alina Cuddle one, the bag topper that is, I want to say 6 inches wide. Let's see. Yeah, a little under 6 inches, this bag topper. I mean, the little bag. So that fits, the bigger ones fit the bigger dies, you know? And some of these, if there's a bunch of little pieces, like for instance, this one's like randoms. I just have it on, from my old system, it's just an entire magnet with chipboard on the back for sturdiness. But I found that this way is more cheap and cost effective if you just do a few strips. For me at least, you know, why use an entire sheet of magnet when it can hold all those pieces? Okay, so those are the sizes, the 2 sizes, and the comparison to the Avery Elle. And then the tabs, which I haven't finished, I'm gonna use it's like those plastic folder pockets. This is, I think everybody copied from, oh my gosh, why can I not think of her name? She's like so famous, the card maker. Every time I record, I forget everybody's name. But this is like her, can I not think? But this was like her, you know, idea. And this is how she does hers. She separates it by the little tabs. But when I was trying to corner punch the edge, I used my Martha Stewart one. It was hard, guys. Look at it. It started like chewing on the edge. So how do you guys round the edge of this like plastic folder stuff that people, you know, cut and fit in between? I just cut it the length of my, my largest plastic. So I also, instead of using my label maker, because I go through that thing like crazy and that stuff's expensive. So I saw, watching all the die videos on YouTube, I saw somebody just print out words on like address labels. You know how you could buy those from like Staples or something, and then the software's in there and it'll, you know, they're already cut out in the shape, you just have to fill in the words. But I don't have any of those, so I used my Silhouette Cameo, and I'm able to pick my own font, and then I just cut, I use rectangles, you know, with the cut, you know, print and cut. So I printed everything on sticker paper I have that I got, I think on Amazon, and then cut rectangles out. And I did leave the rectangles long because I want them all to be, you know, the same, even though the word is shorter. I don't know. I like things centered that way. So I'm going to make, you know, several more of those and label all the plastics, except for I want to figure out how you guys are cutting this and rounding this plastic. Like my thing was struggling and it was hurting my wrist big time. Okay, and last but not least, because I just have these in these little Daiso bins right now, I really want to put 2 of these side by side in a clear container. I want them sitting up. Basically, I want a clear container like this, but double the width so that I can fit 2 of these guys side by side. But the width of this needs to be like a hair over 13 inches so that it fits in the calyx unit cubby holes. Those cubby holes, I measured, it's a hair over 13 inches. So that's the biggest that the container can be. I'll insert a photo right here of what the calyx unit looks like. And so I want it like this. I want it about at least 6 inches high, or, you know, somewhere in between there, 6, 7, 5 inches maybe. And I could not find any acrylic, or I was looking for plexiglass. I was trying to, like, what are other words that, you know, I looked up refrigerator system and I could not find anything. So I'm going to insert a photo right here. I think this is what everybody's been using to store their dies, but they're also only using these Avery Elle things, and they're not as wide as these big giant ones. So I need something a little thinner than that photo, because that container with the 2 left and right side compartment, that doesn't fit in the calyx unit. Calyx unit is 13 inches. So does anybody, or has anybody seen somebody put a clear acrylic unit in the calyx cubby holes, like that takes up that whole space. I have not seen anybody, and I was trying to Google, Pinterest, I could not find anything. So I hope somebody here, leave a comment down below if they've seen a clear container that fits in those calyx units. I really, really want one so that I could put my dies side by side in like one big giant square cubby rectangle, whatever they are. Okay, so that is my updated die storage. I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye.